now at Kuhn Chevy Buick GMC in Tyson's Corner.
Good morning, America. Breaking overnight, panic at an Alabama mall.
Everybody out!
Shots fired. A 12-year-old girl struck by a stray bullet. Shoppers hiding and running for their lives. At least one dead this morning.
Border battle, President Trump threatening to shut down the whole border if that group of migrants heading north is uncontrollable, authorizing troops to use deadly force if necessary.
And the Black Friday frenzy kicking off nationwide. The best new deals this morning and why some choose to beat the rush by shopping from home.
Record cold gripping the Northeast and the new storm taking aim at the Midwest, bringing a potential travel nightmare this holiday weekend. We're tracking the very latest.
Demanding justice. A concrete slab crashing through a car windshield. A father killed on his drive to work. His family calling it a random act of violence as police search for whoever is responsible.
Rescued at sea, an American tourist in shark-infested waters, floating alone in the dark for 12 hours after his boat capsizes. The dramatic rescue.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA.
Hey, good morning, America. So happy to have you with us on this Black Friday morning. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and I extend those wishes to both of you.
And to you as well. Elastic. Everything stretchy this morning.
I think we all are.
We were talking about man spanks yesterday.
Exactly.
It can be very useful on
Popular
like this.
They're called Manx.
Manx.
Oh, man.
Yesterday about Manx and giving thanks. Today about breaking the banks.
Yes.
Shoppers all across the country hitting stores for those Black Friday savings. Look at those massive crowds filing into the famous New York City Macy's overnight. The frenzy really getting underway.
Which brings us to that breaking news overnight. Shots were fired inside this Alabama mall, sending frantic shoppers running for their lives. And ABC's Adrienne Bankert has the story.
Overnight, reports of a shooting at an Alabama mall packed with Black Friday shoppers leaves one dead and several others hurt.
Everybody out!
It was sheer chaos outside a department store at the River Chase Galleria Mall after police say two people got into a fight that led to gunfire.
We've got officers on the scene. There has been shots fired.
The violence leads to panic. Shoppers run for their lives. A 12-year-old girl was hit by a stray bullet, but said to be alert and talking while being transported to the hospital.
We were in there, we were just shopping, and we heard 6 or 7 gunshots, and everybody screamed and freaked out.
People inside say they immediately looked for any kind of shelter in stockrooms, shops, nearby restaurants.
They pushed us in supply closets in Mountain High, and we sat there for 5 to 10 minutes, and then they opened the emergency exit doors and pushed us outside.
Police say one of the two men in the fight was an 18-year-old transported to the hospital in critical condition. The shooter was killed by a nearby officer after a brief chase.
One of our Hoover officers did engage that individual, shot him, and he is dead on the scene.
It was a scary thing, and I'm glad it's over.
Now, mall officials say that even though there is no longer a threat to the community, they're working closely with police, and that the shopping center was closed overnight but is now set to reopen at 7 a.m. You really feel for all these families who were just trying to get a jump on sales after Thanksgiving dinner.
Absolutely. Adrienne, thank you. Black Friday will hopefully be much more peaceful for the rest of us. Shoppers are hitting the malls across this country and searching out those deals. More than 164 million American consumers will shop over Thanksgiving weekend, with the majority planning to make their purchases on Black Friday, according to the National Retail Federation. And ABC's Victor Oquendo has much more on all of that. Victor, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. These shoppers wasting no time. We're at the Dadeland Mall in Miami, opening up its doors at 6 a.m. So far, so good here. The crowd's definitely growing in size. Just part of the millions of Americans hunting for the best deals on one of the biggest shopping days of the year. It's the Super Bowl of shopping. Overnight, shoppers across the nation clamoring in stores for Black Friday deals.
Got up, cooked, and had that Thanksgiving dinner, and then we head out to do our Black Friday shopping like we do every year.
According to the National Retail Federation, more than 164 million U.S. consumers will shop over Thanksgiving weekend, a majority making those discounted purchases today. And while many stores saw shoppers lining up for hours, others look significantly shorter this year.
I think that it's due to some of the online sales.
According to one poll, 37% of consumers surveyed said they plan to do all or most of their Black Friday shopping on the web. Because of this, some stores are finding today to be less crucial to overall sales.
We try to spread it out so that it's a lot easier for our customers and not all trying to shove it all into one day.
But about 16% plan to primarily shop in stores. Some call it tradition.
I think it's fun. I rarely get out and about. I work a lot. And so having an afternoon for us to be able to run around, have a good time, and just maybe find a few things that we've had on our list.
And according to the International Council of Shopping Centers, more Americans are coming back to brick and mortar shops this year. But if this isn't for you, if you want to avoid the crowds, there of course is always Cyber Monday. That's expected to grow this year too. The holiday shopping season is officially underway. Dan?
It is, and you are in the thick of it. Thank you very much, Victor. Let's get it back over now to the man who so skillfully rhymed Spanx, thanks, and banks.
Thanks, that's right. You got to do it. You got to do it. And speaking of all of that, giving thanks, this raises a big question here. Is it worth it to run out to the stores, or can you do just as well online on Black Friday? Becky Worley is outside the Macy's flagship store here in New York, braving the cold. And Becky, it doesn't look like the throngs of humanity are lined up to hit the sales quite like they used to be. Are we seeing a kinder, gentler Black Friday now?
I think so, Whit. I mean, I've been in the stores last night, this morning. They're busy, but no shoving, no big, huge lines. It really is because they started the doorbusters yesterday on Thanksgiving, and because the online prices are so similar to what we're seeing in store. Let me give you an example. A pair of popular low-rise UGG boots, 25% off inside of Macy's, 25% off on their website, really incentivizing people to shop online.
And so what is the best strategy for deal hunting today?
Okay, here are my top tips. Number one, think about big ticket items. I went to the Nordic Track site. They have 30% off some of their popular treadmills. 30% off there is $1,000 in savings. Next, shop for things that are rarely discounted. I'm thinking of the Apple Watch 3 that's $199 at Target. Apple products don't go on sale very much. Then you want to think about staples. Things like, not gifts, tools at Ace Hardware, 25, 30, 50% off. And if you're buying an Android phone, today's the day. I see the Samsung S9, $200 off minimum, whether you're getting a carrier deal or getting it unlocked. So get out there and make some smart purchases.
And Dan's already putting in his order for a Nordic Track. Becky Worley, thank you so much. Let's get over to Paula.
Thank you. I prefer to do most of my shopping on the couch. Now to the seller who definitely wants you to buy online, Amazon. And joining us with the mega retailer's Black Friday strategy and the best deals is Lori Torgerson. She is the spokesperson for Amazon. Lori, welcome. Happy Black Friday. So tell us, what are the big deals on Amazon today?
So at Amazon.com/Black Friday, you're going to find thousands of deals today, including up to 40% off select Adidas products. Also great deals on TVs, so Samsung, Sony, LG. You're also going to find up to 40% off select toys, from Barbies to Hot Wheels and so much more.
Love toys. Okay, Cyber Monday is also a big day for you. So what do you think are going to be the big selling categories, and what deals are you highlighting for your consumers?
So customers are shopping for everything from home goods to kitchen gadgets to toys for the little ones and electronics. Last year, Cyber Monday was the single biggest shopping day of all of 2017, and we expect this year will be even bigger.
Okay, lot of deliveries, millions of deliveries. How do you make sure they arrive in time for the holidays?
We not only work with numerous carrier partners across the country, but we have also increased our delivery capacity with our own fleet of trucks and planes to help ensure that we are making those deliveries on time this holiday season and all year round.
Planes, trains, and automobiles from Amazon. Last question for you. Do you price match, and how can consumers find out that they're getting the best deal?
We do the work behind the scenes for customers so they can come to Amazon and shop with complete confidence that they are going to get the lowest prices out there.
All right, Lori, thank you so much for the insight from Amazon. Let's send things over to you, Dan. Dan, did you put your order in yet for anything?
Thank you for outing me for not having done that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Paula. Let's talk about something everybody loves to discuss on a holiday weekend: politics. The latest tough talk from President Trump, saying he has authorized U.S. troops to use lethal force if necessary against that group of migrants heading for the border, and that he's even prepared to close the whole border with Mexico if need be. ABC News White House correspondent Tara Palmieri has much more from Mar-a-Lago right there in Florida. Tara, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dan. This striking pronouncement started as a typical Thanksgiving message to troops abroad and then quickly devolved into the president's issues at home. Overnight, President Trump escalating his crackdown on asylum seekers, threatening to shut down the southern border.
We will close entry into the country for a period of time until we can get it under control.
To the entire border?
The whole border. I mean, the whole border.
Even willing to cut off billions of dollars in trade.
Mexico will not be able to sell their cars into the United States, where they make so many cars at great benefit to them, not a great benefit to us, by the way.
While nearly 6,000 troops celebrated Thanksgiving in tents along the border, Trump ramping up the defense, saying he'll allow those troops to use deadly force if the wave of asylum seekers overwhelms Customs and Border Protection personnel.
If they have to, they're going to use lethal force. I've given the okay. Yeah, if they have to. I hope they don't have to. But, you know, you're dealing with a minimum of 500 serious criminals.
Still, Defense Secretary James Mattis says it's more likely that troops could use plastic shields and batons to provide crowd control. This comes as the president continues to lash out at Chief Justice John Roberts for defending a Ninth Circuit Court judge's decision to temporarily block his asylum ban. Roberts said in a rare statement, quote, "Independent judiciary is something we should all be thankful for." Trump firing back in a tweet, quote, "Justice Roberts can say what he wants, but the Ninth Circuit is a complete and total disaster. Judges must not legislate security and safety at the border or anywhere else." The immigration battle will continue to take center stage as the Congress tries to strike a budget deal. President Trump has threatened to shut down the government if his border wall isn't a part of the package. Dan?
Tara Palmieri right there in Florida. Tara, thank you. Whit, over to you.
And Dan, now to that record cold blasting the Northeast and the new storm threatening the Midwest that might cause a bit of a holiday travel nightmare. Ginger is tracking it all. Ginger, good morning.
Good morning. 15, the temperature right where I'm standing, and that is even colder than yesterday morning. Rochester, Burlington, and Buffalo all ended up with their coldest Thanksgivings on record. New York City, second coldest on record. So let's see the numbers here. It's not just, of course, along the coast, but look at Burlington. These are actual air temperatures. It's only 9, 17 in Portland, 13 in Syracuse, 21 Buffalo. We didn't even have to use wind chill this morning. And then our attention turns to an icy mix for Saturday morning for Virginia, West Virginia, also North Carolina, and then this storm. I think this is the one that could impact travel big time on I-80, 94 through Chicago, right there through Indianapolis. That's Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. If you have a flight out of Detroit or Cleveland, those are the areas to watch for a couple of inches of snow that could make roads a huge mess as everybody tries to get back home. Whit.
All right, Ginger, thanks so much. My family's visiting from California. They're like, what have you done? Temperatures in the teeth. Exactly.
Well, at least they're going back to warmer weather, right?
I think so. Very soon.
All right, let's move on now to the new details that we're learning about the last days of that American missionary who was murdered on a remote Indian island. The 26-year-old dying at the hands of natives who were armed with bows and arrows. Authorities are now trying to determine if there's a way to recover his body. Searching. ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with more. Good morning to you, Lindsay.
Good morning, Paula. It is illegal to go within 5 nautical miles of this island because the inhabitants are known for aggressive behavior against outsiders. But John Chow, an American missionary, told friends he was drawn there to spread the word of God.
This morning, new details are emerging about the final days of John Chow, the American missionary believed to have been killed by an endangered tribe on a remote island in the Indian Ocean. In a journal given to the Washington Post by his mother, the 26-year-old who traveled the world preaching Christianity and documenting his travels on Instagram wrote about illegally making contact with the Sentinelese, a small indigenous tribe that has resisted contact with the rest of the world. In that diary, the missionary talks about trying to engage with the tribe, offering them gifts while singing worship songs. But he says the initial contact didn't go well. "I'm scared," he writes, "watching the sunset, and it's beautiful, wondering if it will be the last sunset I see. Lord, is this island Satan's last stronghold where none have heard or even had the chance to hear your name?" Chow reportedly left the 13-page journal with the fishermen he allegedly paid to take him to the island. Those fishermen were arrested for helping Chow get to the island. Contact with the tribe is illegal. Even after the 2004 tsunami, a member of the tribe was photographed on the beach firing arrows at a helicopter sent to check on their well-being.
His desire was to befriend them. He brought gifts to them, but unfortunately, as we now know,
that didn't happen.
In his last journal entries, he appears to struggle with whether to abandon his quest to convert the Sentinelese. I think I could be more useful alive, but to you, God, I give all the glory of whatever happens. Forgive any of the people on this island who try to kill me, especially if they succeed. Despite his apprehension, he did return to the island and was never seen alive again. Fishermen say that they saw his body being dragged and buried. Local authorities believe that he was killed with bow and arrow.
But contact with this tribe, as you mentioned in the piece, it's illegal, but for good reason, right?
Exactly. They don't have the immune system to be able to basically survive potentially the kind of diseases that outsiders might bring.
And they've had unfortunate encounters with the outside world before. They have reason for hostility.
Lindsay, thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate it. Well, it is a battle at the box office on this holiday weekend. Creed 2 making moves to knock out the competition, and Ralph Breaks the Internet is already breaking records. ABC's Kana Whitworth is in Los Angeles with more on that. Kana, good morning.
Hey, Wick, good morning. So the Thanksgiving previews alone, those Tuesday night showings, bringing in millions, proving we're headed for a record-shattering weekend at the box office. And as you mentioned, Ralph Breaks the Internet leading the way. Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Whoa, cool.
And box office records.
Holy cow.
Wrecking through previous title holders, bringing in $3.8 million, the most in a Thanksgiving preview audience ever for a Disney release. And the company estimating a record-breaking domestic launch of $90 million by the time the weekend is over. Battling for the top spot with Creed 2, gobbling up its own lion's share of tickets this Thanksgiving.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous, but you don't think I could beat him?
The Rocky franchise spinoff hauling in $3.7 million on Tuesday. Its star recently on GMA.
I put on about 20 pounds. My opponent in this one is huge, so I just wanted to look close. I just wanted to look close.
Already getting Oscar buzz.
Why are you breaking my balls? Because you can do better, Mr. Balalonga.
2017 supporting actor winner Mahershala Ali and two-time nominee Viggo Mortensen teaming up in Green Book. The moving, high-end buddy film could possibly lead to even more nominations for the two actors. And the musical biopic Bohemian Rhapsody in its fourth weekend, the story about Queen frontman Freddie Mercury, expected to reach $150 million by the end of the holiday weekend. So listen to this. Variety reporting that Ralph earned $18.5 million in its first full day of release, so it could potentially beat out Frozen, the current title holder. I know Frozen's a better theme for you guys in New York, Wit, but when you have those kids at home this holiday weekend, it's not surprising that they're the ones that really drive these trends.
Exactly. And with a weekend like this and the weather we're having.
Yeah, that's my idea of a Black Friday, just curling up at the movie theater with a bucket of popcorn and warming
no question about it. Thank you.
Kana.
Let's go back to Ginger with heavy rain and that snow hitting the West Coast now. Ginger.
Yes, it's a bit of a bittersweet image you see behind me, that rain flowing into Northern California. Unfortunately, this morning going to be the wettest of it, so a half-inch rainfall rates per hour. That could end up on some of the burn scars, causing a little bit of an issue. But looking at what it looks like up in the Sierra on Interstate 80, that's on Thanksgiving Day, having to put the chains on the tires. We're at that time of the year. Another storm coming through, and then it'll eventually dry out a bit. Your local weather in 30 seconds. First, though, we've got to get to your weekend getaways, sponsored by Target.
All the way. Tell me all the ways, and you said, girl, you take care of me. You are my therapy, the better half of me. Say it again. If you love me, love me, love me like you say. Darling, tell me all the ways. Tell me all the ways. Oh, all the ways.
So many ways to bring home the holidays with Drive Up, order pickups, and same-day delivery. Target Run and done.
Well, hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. We've moved on to Black Friday, and it's going to be another cold day. It will be dry, but rather cloudy, kind of similar to yesterday, so dress warm for your shopping. The good news is it's not going to be quite as windy as it was yesterday. So I know a lot of you looking to start decorating. Well, I've got a green light for today. Tomorrow, rain moves in through the morning and lasts through about 7 o'clock. Beautiful on Sunday, mostly cloudy, highs in the upper 50s, and more rain returns for Monday.
Up on this Friday morning, that highway horror, a father killed on his way to work when a concrete slab slammed through his windshield. His family demanding answers this morning.
And that dramatic rescue at sea, the American tourist saved after 12 hours in shark-infested waters. Keep it here. Much more GMA coming up.
this looks worse than I thought.
Mike and Jen.